A girl time traveled to ancient rural life but died upon arrival. Her husband was tied to a pillar and asked to be buried alive with her. As the fire grew, Leanne Maynor immediately returned to modern times. The farming system had problems. After fixing the equipment, Leanne Maynor traveled back to an ancient rural village. She landed in a pigsty this time. The girl in the game blamed her for being lazy again. Who is lazy in the pigsty? Stay away from me. There are so many dramas. In her life, Leanne Maynor, after getting to know her family, Manor went out and saw a rice field. She finally got the farming system she had been waiting for. She could not wait to shuttle between the fields and lamented that it was a pity that she could not post a circle of friends. As soon as she finished speaking, a box suddenly fell from the sky. She opened it and saw that it showed that she had to earn enough to earn 1,000 taels of gold. Manor calculated that she had to earn 10 million cash in ancient times. She complained to the sky that she had only one piece of clothes with patches on them. How could she possibly earn 10,000 yuan? When I got home, I saw my grandma took out a piece of meat from the cupboard and cut it into 8 slices. My sister told me that my uncle had come back from town. Leanne Manor didn't know that my uncle had told her about a marriage. Leanne Manor picked up a piece of meat during dinner. The whole family started staring at her. She suddenly had an idea and put the meat into Grandma's bowl. She secretly picked up another piece of meat and put it in her mouth when no one was paying attention. However, my grandma still found out about this little action. What? Are you chewing in your mouth? Meat? You silly girl. You think your family is rich and you want to play with me. Am I going to get married? Suddenly I learned that I was going to marry into the Sun family. Recalling the first time I traveled through time, she was married to the Sun family and ended up being buried alive. Sun Liet. Yes, how come the Sun family is here again? Marrying into the family. They are all buried alive again. Leanne Maynor opposed the marriage on the spot and even sat on the ground and rolled around. Grandma's strong attitude made her walk straight to a well and peer into the endless water. Leanne Maynor sighed. How could she? So unlucky. Leanne Manor accidentally fell down. Her mother grabbed her hand in time. Seeing her mother's frightened expression, she swore that she would not die so easily. Leanne Manor was pulled up and saw the cuts on her mother's arms. She was very moved because in modern times, parents have never cared so much about themselves. Leanne Manor was still locked up in the woodshed by her grandmother, who was going to send her to Sun's house by force tomorrow. My brother opened the window at night, and my sister and I asked, why are you leaving? It's better for my sister to not see anyone. I will protect her. At this time, her mother packed her luggage and asked her to go to her uncle's house to hide for a few days. Leanne Maynor set off in the middle of the night. She suddenly remembered that her mother hadn't told her where her uncle's house was. Luckily, Da Huang followed her. With Da Huang's company, she no longer felt afraid. However, after a few steps, she heard someone gasping behind her. She picked up a stick and was about to hit him when she found that it was an injured man. When she saw the man fainted in front of her, this fraud doesn't require any skills. I'm 8 feet away from you, she approached, and saw that the other party's identity was unknown. Could it be that the system started the game and sent her boyfriend to die? That's not necessary. Leanne Manor was worried that she would touch some hidden plot after rescuing him, so she got up and left without looking back. The man fainted in front of Leanne Manor in weird ways. She wanted to escape, but received a prompt from the system that the key person must be rescued. Leanne Manor started performing CPR. Her persistent efforts eventually caused the man to respond. She discovered an arrow lodged in her chest and removed it. She was at a loss and could only use her ultimate move when she saw the blood gushing out. As she approached, the man immediately opened his eyes and grabbed Leanne Manor's neck with his backhand. Leanne Manor struggled and pushed him away, telling him that she had just saved her life. In order to repay the other party's kindness, Shen Nuo took the initiative to help Leanne Manor when she heard that Leanne Manor was about to be forced to marry. Leanne Manor returned home and helped her mother up from her kneeling position in the yard. She had a way to annul the marriage. The next day, Leanne Manor waited for Mei Po instead of Shen Nuo at the appointed time. She pretended to be terminally ill. Grandpa couldn't bear it and wanted to attend the wedding in person. The eldest uncle said Manor should stay home and they could only get a doctor to come and see. Marrying into the wealthy Sun family would ensure better care. Surprisingly, the grandfather immediately agreed to follow the eldest son's plan upon hearing this. Leanne Manor resisted standing up, but then Shen Nuo's voice came from outside the door. He was holding a child in his arms. You are Leanne Manor's husband and the father of this child.